Hey guys, welcome to Mike Recaps, first ever episode. Basically what I'm going to do is I will go watch a film like I have done today. I will then come back and I will try and recap it as best I can for you. So let's see how it goes.
Mike Recaps the movie bloody saw today.
Right, so Red Sparrow, just been to see it. It wasn't great. Yeah, it had Jennifer Lawrence's boobs in it. Winner. What is the story? Right, let me recap it for you. So, Jennifer Lawrence is a ballerina, and she's ballerinaing on the stage, having a little boogie and all that. Then a bloke jumps on her leg and breaks it. And it turns out that he did it on purpose a bit later because her uncle is a big Russian guy. Oh, it's set in Russia. Well, it's not. It starts in Russia. And her uncle shows her a video of him planning to break her leg so some other woman can take her place. I'm getting there. So she goes to confront them and for some reason just beats them with some bats. No, it's her stick, because he broke her leg, she's got a stick. Beats the crap out of them. I don't think she kills them, but they're very bloody, it's weird. And naked. You know. So then her uncle hires her to be... What does she... He makes her go to some sort of bloke, I can't remember who he is. But there's a bloke, she goes to him, it was really bad. She dresses up all lovely and goes and meets a diplomat or someone, and so she seduces him, takes him back to her hotel. He starts to rape her, but then someone comes through the window and kills him. So she goes away with the guy that kills him. Turns out her uncle had set it up because reasons, and then so he says to her basically, I can kill you, or you can join a school for Red Sparrows, which seems to be the Black Widow program from the Avengers and whatnot, but, whatever. So she goes, yeah, all right. So she goes there, and they train her how to extract stuff by having sex with people, which seems, you have sex with them, they tell you things. Do you need a school for that? But yeah, she's really good at it, or really bad at it. The woman that runs it doesn't like her, but her uncle says she's good or something. So then it shows her going through it and having sex or not having sex with people, and she beats a bloke who also tries to rape her with a bit of a shower or something, but apparently that's fine, or it's not, I don't know. But anyway, she goes through it, and then she progresses, or passes, or whatever you do, and she is then assigned to go and try and get the name of a mole in the Russian government from an American. Oh, there's an American. Forgot about that. American who has an informant in the Russian government, but we don't know who he is. And he blows it, so he goes back to America. Then he comes back again to try and reconnect with the mole. So she goes swimming where he swims, but then he seems to immediately know that she's one of these Red Sparrows, but yeah, so he goes back to he goes back to his people and says, there's a woman, she's probably a Red Sparrow, I think we can turn her to America. and she goes back to her people and says, there's an American... I don't know what the deal is. I can't remember. It was terrible. Then, so... Goes to... Yeah, I don't know what happened after that, to be honest. I kind of... What does happen? You know, I've completely forgotten the bit after that. They shack up for a bit, the bloke and the Jennifer Lawrence. She got her boobs out earlier. Forgot about that. Don't know. There was like this whole chunk in the middle that I have no recollection of whatsoever. But then after that, she makes her roommate is also a Red Sparrow, it turns out, but she didn't know she was a Red Sparrow or something. And she finds some stuff in her roommate's room about something about getting 250,000, bunch of money for some secrets off of some woman. And then her uncle turns up at the flat and she says about what the other woman's doing, but it doesn't seem to... She's not supposed to know about it. And then... Oh, God. It really went on. So she finds out that her uncle's going to Vienna or something. So she goes to Vienna and sets up a bank account or something. And then she comes back. And she goes to London to meet the woman that her flatmate was going to go meet, because her flatmate dies because she tells her flatmate something. So then she comes back. No, she goes to London, right? She sets up with the CIA to do this drop and get the money and give the money for the disc, and then swap the discs with the CIA for fake ones or something. So that happens. But then the woman that's selling the secrets tries to leave with the money and gets hit by a bus. And apparently that means that Jennifer Lawrence's cover is blown or something. So she goes back to Russia and gets interrogated. Horrible interrogation. Lots of torture and all that, which I don't know why it wasn't enjoyable to watch. It didn't help with the plot. It just kind of happened and everyone went, eeh. And then she goes back to the American after that because they let her go for no reason. They let her go because they still think that the American will tell her the name of the mole. Remember the mole from the start? So, yeah, they go back to the American. Then what does she do? I can't... She's there. She definitely goes to the American. I remember that. And then something must happen after that, maybe? And then it turns out that the mole is Jeremy Irons, great bad guy, in other films. He is the mole, and he tells her, I'm the mole, tell everybody that I'm the mole, and then you become a mole instead of me and I get killed. Which I think was supposed to be a twist or something? Yeah. But that happened, and then she brokers a deal where she's going to go back to Russia. She goes back to Russia to tell them the name of the mole, but then all of a sudden the American's there with her, even though he hasn't been with her because it was the Russian consulate or something that set it up. But it turns out she's told the Russians that the mole is her uncle rather than Jeremy Irons. Well, it's really unclear because they've beaten him up before they reveal his face, and I was sitting there going, I don't know who that is. But it did a couple of cutaways and I went, oh, right, okay, that's her uncle then, that she hates for some reason. Well, because he's a bit of a dick. But and so she goes back to Russia, and he is supposed to go to America, but the Russians shoot him, I think. Someone shoots him. And then she goes back to Russia, and she's in a room and everyone claps. She's wearing a uniform, and then she picks up a phone and it's some music playing. And that's what I remember from Red Sparrow.
Final thoughts on the movie I saw.
Right, so that was my rambling about Red Sparrow. It was awful. I mean, even Jennifer Lawrence's boobs couldn't save this. I mean, how'd you ruin that, you know? Just tell everyone there's boobs in it and they're Jennifer Lawrence's, people should come. But I would say don't go, because it's awful and it's really boring, really unengaging. I mean, if you've just listened to my recap, don't really remember much. The plot line didn't really seem to make any sense. I mean, it was kind of a, you know, twists and things, but none of them really paid off because I didn't care about any of the characters at all. I would say don't bother. If I had to give it a rating out of 1 to 5, I would give it 2 Jennifer Lawrence boobs, because that's all it's got in it. Okay. If you've enjoyed this, let me know. Like, comment, share, subscribe, all that crap. Down below, up above, whatever, however this works. If you like these, let me know. I'll keep doing them. If you don't like them, let me know. I'll maybe keep doing them anyway, because, you know, something to do. But thank you very much. I've been Mike. I'll see you soon.
Mike recaps the movie Bloody Saw today.